Hey everybody, Eric here. And if you have insurance, I've got really bad news for you. Do me a favor, please like, share, subscribe. This is important stuff that you're probably not thinking about because nobody wants to say, hey, how can I spend more money on my insurance? Well, that's the bad news. Maybe that's the good news. Anyway, be patient with me, try a new platform here. Hopefully that'll allow me to print out more videos much quicker. But anyway, right to it. All right, so if you own a home, whether you're an investor, whether it's your primary residence, or even if you're a renter and have renter's insurance, there is a high probability, if you've not looked at your insurance and upped it in the last 6 months, that if your home burnt down tomorrow, you probably couldn't afford to rebuild it because you are completely underinsured. Check out this real quick from bankrate.com. Let me pull it up here again. Patience, and I appreciate it because this is all new. So from bankrate.com, check this out. They're showing Austin, and Austin's a great example. It's one of the cities that have just blew up, but this has happened all across the country. In markets in Arizona, we saw prices to build a home go from $150 a square foot in like 2019. There are places that are pushing $300 to $400 a square foot, and that means if you own the land for free and clear, it's still going to cost you between $300,000 and $400,000 a square foot to build. But anyway, check this out. Okay. So from 2019, the average new home price, again, this is just a sample, but this is happening all over the US. In 2019, the average home price in Austin was $317,000. And you fast forward to January of 22, which prices are still gone up since that point, they're average $423,000. That is an insane bump. And that probably means if you have not looked at your insurance since 2019, you are definitely underinsured. And if your home burnt down tomorrow, you probably couldn't afford to rebuild it. So that's not good. Then we look at the bigger issues. You've got supply chain issues. You've got labor issues. So even if you can get somebody to show up and do the work, which is hard because you got to pay more, that's hoping that you can get the money and the people and the supplies to get it done. You still cannot afford what you have today. And that goes for renters too. Things that you have in your possession, your electronics, your material, you probably, if it burnt down tomorrow, probably would not have enough insurance to replace what you already have. And the whole point of insurance is to make sure that you have enough to cover to replace and make you whole again. I would have to guess that it wasn't something I was thinking about, but this affects a good portion of the country. And so again, if you're an investor, if you own a home, even if it's your primary home, and you live anywhere in the US that has seen home price growth, you need to call your insurance agent tomorrow and be like, hey, can I rebuild this home at the price per square foot in my area with what I've insured it from? And I bet you the answer is probably not. So anyway, totally threw me for a loop. I was totally messed up here. I could not believe the spot. It makes sense. It's logical. But I wasn't looking for more ways to spend more money on insurance because everybody hates insurance. But when you need it, and then to find out that you're not covered, especially if you're in a high risk area with all the hurricanes and tornadoes, fires, things like that, it would be devastating for something to be destroyed and you not have the insurance to cover it, especially if you have a loan on these properties and they expect to be repaid. I don't know why mortgage companies really haven't caught up to this right now and they're not notifying people, or why insurance agents aren't on the phone right now calling all of their customers saying, hey, you're underinsured. We need to up this policy based on today's values, not 6 months ago, not a year ago, not 2 years ago, because a lot of people, they don't want to deal with it and they haven't thought about this for 2 years. So anyway, hopefully you're not in a position in a scare like I have been the last day or so. Wow. Yeah, definitely call your insurance agent. Make sure that your property could be rebuilt. Remember, don't insure the dirt, but make sure your properties can be rebuilt based on what it's being insured for. And I hope you're faring pretty well, and I hope your insurance agent's on top of it. But again, I have a feeling that they're not. So it's going to be on you. Thank you for watching. Hopefully this was useful, and I reminded somebody of something that could have been very, very bad for them, that this will save them. Do me a favor, like, subscribe, and share. I would really appreciate it. Love doing these videos, and hopefully this saves somebody out there from a horrible horrible financial mistake. Anyway, thanks again. Have a good one.